Last night, the Boston Celtics took on the LA Lakers, and it felt like for a split second there, the energy started to shift for this Celtics team. In the third quarter, they absolutely dominated, going on a massive run, but then the fourth quarter was the Boston Celtics blowing leads, making it closer than it has to be, but ultimately were able to close it out and win this game. But what I wanted to do in this video was specifically break down this third quarter, show you how they went on a massive run, but ultimately show you how the gears can really shift here. This Celtics team does not play at this level every single night, and quite frankly, I don't think they have all year. Until this game, they wanted to prove themselves. Let's actually break down this film right away. Before we dive in, hit the like button and comment down below who are you most impressed with from this game and why. So when you remember the NBA Finals, what they did was they would look at whoever is guarding Luka, they'd come up, they'd set a screen, they'd force a switch, and they just attack. They want to tire out Luka, and that's what more NBA teams should most likely do, right? Tire out Luka, that way he can't go crazy. Even though Luka had a great night, they started to attack him here in the third quarter and get easy layups. I mean, great job right here by Tatum, getting the switch and then attacking it, getting inside the lane for an easy layup, right? Great finish over Dorian Finney-Smith, but that was just the beginning of it. And here we go once again, right? The Celtics are in what you call matchup hunting, right? So whatever they want to do, they'll do. So now they're going to set a screen with Al Horford. They're going to have Derek White come off it. They're going to force LeBron James to switch. And then you're going to see Al Horford kind of pull Austin Reeves with him like, hey, you're coming with me, right? Now we got to switch. We got a mismatch. We got Al Horford on Austin Reeves. We'll take that every single day of the week. Now, whenever you get these type of matchups, you need to be really careful because that weak side corner usually is going to send a late blitz that could play the passing lane. But when they do that, you kind of open up that three-point shooter there in Jaylen Brown. Now, on this play specifically, they kick it over to Al, and Al does a great job just getting the bucket, right? Fighting over Jared Vanderbilt and getting a bucket versus a good defender. But the Celtics last night in that third quarter, they were head-hunting matchups, and they did a good job at it. All right, here's one of my favorite plays from this third quarter. Out in transition. The one thing I love about the Celtics, and when they're out in transition, they fill the lane extremely well, and it's really tough to guard this team because they have so much, floor spacing, right? So as Jason Tatum starts to attack, he's going to draw in a little bit of weak side rotation from the top side in Luka. Now, as you get that, you start to see why the floor spacing is so important. You get Al Horford to the top, you get JB to the corner, you get Drew Holiday to the corner, and then Derek White's going to fill the lane lastly to the top of the key. Now, as Jason's able to draw that rotation over from Luka, now you got a 3-on-1, kick out to Al. LeBron's now forced to switch over. We kick out to JB, who now gets a standalone wide open 3 with little to no contest. This is ball movement. This is why the Celtics can hit a different gear. This is why the Celtics are most likely going to be going on a playoff run. This spacing, this ability to move the ball is deadly. And when you're an NBA defense in transition, there's not too many ways to really stop them. Now, in this third quarter, it started to feel like the game was almost over, but Luka started to get into his bag here. Step back 3 over Derek White. He had another shot that he made that was really just crazy to see. But again, this game fell over until the Celtics took their foot off the gas pedal. And honestly, I think the Celtics would have maybe even lost this game if LeBron James didn't get hurt. And here we go again. Another transition opportunity here for Boston. Ultimately trying to get this lead as big as possible before this fourth quarter run that the Lakers ultimately went on. And again, whenever you're out in transition, you talk about the versatility of this team. Pritchard drawing in Reeves, and then you have just Sam Hauser wide open in transition for a 3. And again, if you're a defense, you hate to see it. Now, ultimately, he misses the shot. He's not going to miss that shot too much. And now the Lakers go on another little fast break transition opportunity. Let's look at the Celtics defense here in transition. Dalton Connects just makes an unbelievable shot, and it felt like throughout the entirety of the fourth quarter, the Lakers started to make plays like this, and the Celtics just, I don't know what happened specifically to the Celtics and their defense and their offense, but things started to go south pretty damn quickly towards that early fourth quarter mark. Now, this was a big play here. basically the last seconds of the third quarter. Tatum gets an isolation versus a smaller defender in Jordan Goodwin, who's actually been really good for the Lakers, don't get me wrong. But again, you can already see how this defense, how much attention they bring to Jason Tatum. They have so many guys just hedging over. That way, if he drives left, you have a second body there. If he drives right, you have a second body going to send that double. But then you get into a defense into rotation. Now, Tatum says, listen, I'm just going to stay in line. I'm going to shoot this ball. I'm not going to drive left. I'm not going to drive right. I don't want that rotation from the defense. I'm just going to sidestep three, get it to go. Beautiful shot there by Jason Tatum at the end of the third quarter to ultimately re-put the Celtics up by 20 points going into the fourth quarter. Now, before we head into the fourth quarter, before we break down what happened in the fourth quarter, do me a big time favor, guys. Hit the like button if you want more Celtics film analysis. But more importantly, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free, doesn't cost anything, and we will be breaking down Celtics throughout the entirety of the season, the offseason, the playoffs, everything you need to know. We got you guys covered, so make sure you guys join the family if you haven't already done so. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and with that being said, let's dive back into some more film for the fourth quarter. All right, here's a good play by the big man, Luke and Payton Pritchard. We're going to get a little bit of a DHO. Look at how Tatum is trying to get this ball here, but the defense has all eyes over on that side, losing sight of their actual guys that they're guarding. And as Payton Pritchard gets a little bit of separation here off the screen, boom, late switch with Dorian Finney-Smith. Now we get leverage to the basket, okay? Luke Kornet's going to roll back around instead of walling off LeBron James, or trying to anyway. He's going to roll to the basket, forcing LeBron James to make a decision. Do I guard Payton Pritchard cutting to the basket, or do I guard the rolling Luke Kornet? I mean, it's a very tough decision because either way, they're getting a good opportunity. He picks Pritchard, and Pritchard lobs it up. One-handed throwdown for big Luke Kornet. Put him back up by 17 for the moment. And now here we go, right? 4 minutes left to go. It's a 4-point game. The Celtics are crumbling. This was a massive shot. Once again, headhunting. Luka's in the game. Let's go get him. And again, around this area is when LeBron James got hurt. So again, if LeBron James was healthy, I don't know if the Celtics win this game. The Lakers had all the momentum. They're also missing a big man in Jackson Hayes and Rui Hachimura. Celtics obviously didn't have Kristaps Porzingis, so both teams were not completely healthy by any means necessary. But Jaylen Brown right here, step back three, gets it to go. I mean, such a clutch shot here by JB. Ultimately helped them win this game and was a, kind of a momentum stealing play. Now right here, air ball of three or mid-range, and then Derek White gets the second chance opportunity. Another play that helped this Celtics team get the win. Second chance opportunities are not only demoralizing, but look at this. We kick it out, and then Tatum pull up three in the corner, drains it, gets it to go. And I feel like at this point, the Celtics have stolen all the momentum back in this game and were ultimately able to close it out. Another big offensive rebound there by Drew Holiday, who's going to kick it over to JB. And now, again, Jalen drives into the lane, throws up a layup, gets it to go, and that's it. 107-97. Then 109-97. I mean, yeah, they just did a really good job getting second chance opportunities, finishing off this game. But ultimately, guys, they cannot blow leads. I'm sick of it. Put the foot on the gas and end games early. You cannot allow teams back in the fourth quarter, and I'm sick of it. So fix it. This team is really, really good. The Celtics are going to be there. They're going to shift that gear, and the energy is going to shift. So guys, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.